Hey, how's it going? So, before we actually get to the content of the video, here's some things that I should talk about before we start. The first thing that I want to say is that about a year or so ago, yeah, pretty much about a year ago, about last summer, right? I decided I was just sick of my life, you know. I was watching a lot of motivational videos by people like David Goggins and Gary Vee and a bunch of other people. And I just decided, I'm done with living a mediocre life. I was about, I think I was 19 at the time. Yeah, I just turned 19, right, in summer. And yeah, I was just, I was sick of everything. I was sick of my life. I was sick of, not having any serious skill sets that were going to help me in my future. I was sick of, being fat. I was about 230 pounds back then, or about over 150 kilograms. Right now, I am 88 kilograms, or how much pound that be? I believe, something like 180 pounds or something like that. Yeah. So, and by the way, I'm 190 centimeters long, centimeters tall. So, yeah, I was just, I was just sick of my life, sick of everything, and I wanted more. I wanted a better life. I wanted, I wanted to have more money. I wanted to be more successful. I wanted to have all the things that all these, entrepreneurs, all these successful people had. So I started grinding. I went to college. I started studying like hell, and I just gave it all I had. But that's not what we're going to talk about in this video. In this video that we're going to be talking about the relationship that I had with a girl that I was really into. And we were with each other for over 10 months, about a year, 10 to 11 months, almost a year, right? So we were with each other for about a year, and we experienced a lot with each other, and we went through a lot. But our relationship ended a couple of days ago, almost a week ago, yeah, almost exactly a week ago. And yeah, I'm not going to be talking about why it ended too much in this video. Instead, what I want to talk about is that some of the common mistakes that people around my age make. People from, I would say, 15 to 20, or even 50 to 25 for some people. And I want to talk about those, some misconceptions, some lies that boys in this age tell themselves. So this way, I hope this video can actually help out a lot of people. And yeah, with that said, let's get right into it. But before that, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below about your own experience. If you ever had a relationship or even a crush and you want to talk about it, I'm going to be there in that comment section talking with you guys as much as I can. One of the things that I forgot to mention in my intro was that about a year ago, when I did get into university, and I started talking to girls, and I hadn't even been in a relationship with anyone before. I never had a girlfriend up to that point. And about a month and a half, a month and 20 days, almost 2 months after I got into university, I started talking with a girl who was, she was one of the smartest girls in our class. And, she was really cute, and I really enjoyed being with her and talking to her. And as time went on, I don't think she was super into me at first, but as time went on, as I kept, improving and becoming a better person, and I kept grinding and putting the work, and, I was studying more, I was getting good grades, I was losing a ton of weight, I was getting into shape, and, as time went on, I was, starting to find myself, I was starting, understanding what it's like to be a man, and all that other good stuff. She was starting to show a lot more traction for me, and, she became my girlfriend. And I really liked her, and I really loved her. I would say even though we broke up, I still have feelings for her, right? Of course I do. It's only natural. But here are the 4 things that I want to talk about that I've learned from this relationship, right? And I do want to make a part 2 for this video, a follow up for this video, where I talk about my own transformation. I can show you pictures of what I looked like before I started, I started moving toward a better future for myself. But for now, we're just going to focus on this right now, on my relationship, and what you can learn from it. So here are the 4 things that we're going to talk about. Number 1, be a fucking man, right? This is the most important one. You can just watch this section and just end and just leave the video. I hope you don't do that, but yeah, this is the number 1, be a fucking man. So here's what I'm going to talk about. Be a man. That can help you so much in life, right? And this video is made, mostly for guys from age 13 to age 15 to, or maybe 13 to 20, right? But be a fucking man. Here's the thing about being a man. it's not something that's subconscious. It's not something that's passive. At least not at first, right? Here's the thing: you have to actively remind yourself and actively make a decision. The decisions that you make are who you are. You know, you're made from your own decisions. So here's what I'm going to be talking about. You know, being a man can help you out a lot in life, but in relationship, it's very important to be a man. You know, you need to remember that you're in control of your own life, nobody else, right? You're the most important person in your own damn life, right? Even if you love other people, even if you give your own life to other people, like your family or loved ones, you still need to remind yourself that you're the man, you're the main fucking character, and you need to remember that. And when you realize that, and it is something that happened, you know, as I was getting more into shape and I was losing weight, you know, it's something that it has a lot to do with being masculine. You know, masculinity isn't just about, you know, having big muscles. It's about, it's something that as you change, you know, your body and mind are very connected to each other. As you change your body and you get more into shape, your mind changes as well, and you become, you know, you start becoming more masculine, both in terms of physical shape and your state of mind. So remember this. I would highly encourage everybody watching this video, right? All the guys, you know, from ages, all the guys watching this video, right? I highly recommend you to work out. I know the whole COVID-19 thing is happening right now, and you can't go to gym. Like for example, I can't go to gym at all. I tried. All the gyms in my area, in my whole city, are closed, right? So I just can't. I need to move to another city if I want to go to the gym, right? But I still work out every day, you know, at least an hour every day. Also, you know, go out from time to time. You know, I'm not stuck in house all day long, and I just walk. And yeah, like remember to, you know, work out, and because that's gonna change your physical appearance, and that's gonna change your state of mind. And the way this affects your relationship is like this. So the way my relationship worked with her before was that, you know, I was super into her, and, you know, she would show me affection, right? But as I got, you know, more masculine, and both physically and in state of mind, she became a lot more attracted to me. You know, she didn't have as much control over me as she used to, right? And even though that, you know, might seem like a bad thing for her, she actually fucking loved it, right? She loved being with a, feeling like she's with a real man. And that's what you have to remember, guys. You know, even if you're with somebody and you feel like you have a good relationship, you know, you feel like, well, if it's not broken, why fix it? You know, why should it become more masculine if it's, it might turn her off? But it's exact fucking opposite. It's gonna turn her on. She's gonna be a lot more into you if she sees that you're a lot more masculine, both in terms of your body and health, and in terms of your state of mind and the way you approach things, right? So be a man. Remember this. Be a fucking man. It's not, again, it's something that's complicated. It's not there isn't just an easy answer. You know, work out and you're just gonna become a man. There are a ton of, you know, Hulk-looking motherfuckers who are, you know, was just told was pussy asses, right? So yeah, I would say, you know, this is something that you have to try for yourself and find the answer to it for yourself, right? But basically, you have to find out, you know, what being a man means to you. It's different for every person, I believe, right? For every guy. So, you know, get out there, keep grinding, keep putting the work, you know, towards whatever passion you have, whatever you're into. Keep working out, and, you know, keep following your dreams, keep studying, keep giving your life all you've got. Don't let life push you around like a puss. And, you know, I feel like, you know, after a certain amount of time, after a couple of months or maybe a couple of years, depending on how far behind you are in life, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get that masculine mentality, and once you get that, everything just kind of goes with you. Everything just kind of starts working for you, right? So remember that. Be a fucking man. Okay, so now that we've talked about being a man and how important that is, we're gonna be talking about the second thing that you need to take away from this video, and that is that you don't have to follow what other people are doing. Look guys, let me be real with you for a second, right? So in our, you know, age gap, you know, when you're between like I would say 15 to 25, it's so important for, you know, us boys to, you know, have a girlfriend and that sort of thing, and to, you know, be Chad, you know, and all that nonsense. Like, here's the thing, it's just random bullshit, right? Here's what you need to remember. You know, it doesn't at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, that's what matters. What matters is that, you know, you're following your own dreams, you're following your own passion, not, you know, if you have a girlfriend or not. You know, it's cool to, you know, have a girlfriend, and, you know, your friends know that you have a girlfriend, and, you know, you're like you kind of feel like a badass, you kind of feel like a cool guy, right? But at the end of the day, it's, you know, right, I think what's better to do is to, focus on yourself until you're about 25, and then, start dating and all this other stuff. That's why I'm gonna, probably not get into any serious relationships for any time soon. I'm not going to like full red pill or anything like that, but I decided to, not get into any like serious, super emotional, long-term relationships anytime soon, right, in the foreseeable future. So here's what I wanted to do. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do if I don't go out with girls and, I don't focus on, you focus on yourself. You give yourself the time that you need and you deserve, right? You own this to yourself. You own yourself a good future, a better life, right? Well, here's what I'm going to talk about. I spend, sometimes I would spend like around, 3 hours, 4 hours, even 5 hours, like chatting with my girlfriend and talking to her and spending time with her and going out with her. But here's the thing. All that time is just kind of worthless now that we're not together anymore, right? So let's say you do that like, 5 times, you've been with 5 people, you wasted so much fucking time there. And you could have done so much other stuff with that time, right? Like for example, I could have learned React, I could have learned a framework, I could have learned Python, I could have done so much stuff in that period of time that would have put me in a much better position in my whole life and had gotten me a lot closer to my goals, right? And another thing that you need to remember is that, when we're in this age gap, especially when you're around like 17 or 18, you feel like you need someone. And the thing is, once you go over your first relationship, once you go over your first serious relationship, you feel like you're a lot stronger and you feel like you don't really necessarily need that. And that's the thing, you don't need to be with a girl all the time. That's not how it works, guys. Like you don't need to watch, in like for example in anime and movies and on all these video games and stuff. You see that it's like someone's just such a badass for having a girlfriend, such a cool guy for having a girlfriend. But in reality, it just doesn't matter that much, right? What matters is you following your own dreams, you pursuing your own goals and becoming the person that you want to be. That's a lot more important than spending time with girls, right? Even if you have 10 girlfriends or you have 1 girlfriend, right? Spend time for yourself, and then if you had time left for someone else, right? So forget about what your friends say, forget about what people say, forget what you see all over the internet and everywhere you watch, right? Having a girlfriend doesn't matter that much. It's just kind of whatever. It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day, right? So remember that, guys. You don't need to absolutely have a girlfriend. It's not a necessary thing to have. Alright guys, first of all, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. And lastly, I want to say that even though I did say there are 4 things I want to talk about, I'm gonna end this video right here. If you want to see more, make sure to like, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if this video does well enough, I'm probably gonna be making a follow-up, a part 2 to this video, right? So if you like what you saw, make sure to hit the like button and do all that good stuff. But before I end this video, there's just one thing that I want to say. Is that this channel isn't really about this sort of stuff. This channel isn't really about it's not really a motivational channel or a men's life channel or anything like that, right? It's a coding and programming channel, right? So here's the thing. My channel is for now focused on web development and becoming a web developer, but after that we're going to be moving on to other development jobs. For example, we're going to try game development, we're going to try AI, we're going to try we're going to try Android development with Java, and you can follow along and learn a lot of stuff in this channel. Right, so for example, if you don't know what kind of future you want to follow, what path should you take, coding is pretty fucking cool and it's pretty damn fun, and programming in general, depending on which part of it you want to go. So I would say, even if you enjoyed this video and you may not be sure about if you want to subscribe, I would say check out my other videos and see if you enjoyed them or not. And I'm gonna be trying to focus a lot more on YouTube from now that I've broken up with my girlfriend, I have a lot more free time. By the way, if you want to see, how we broke up, and how it all happened, again, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if this video does well enough, I'm gonna make another video talking about, our relationship a little bit and why it ended. But because to be fair, things were pretty damn good up until the very end. Like even in the very last day, we were happy with each other and we were talking and. Yeah, we were sending like kisses for each other and all that stuff, but yeah, we'll leave that for another video. But right now, if you want to check out my web development playlist, you can click right here, and if you want to subscribe, you can click right here, or tap if you're on a mobile device. With that said, that's the end of the video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.